Graduates ready to get their high school diplomas. It's a big, big morning. If we could please direct your attention to the staging area. Our St. Philip's Early College High School graduates are about to enter the seating area. As they enter, let's all welcome them in and show them how proud we are of them. Ladies and gentlemen, San Antonio ISD proudly presents the class of 2021 from St. Philip's Early College High School.
You may be seated. Good morning. My name is Dr. Derek Thomas, principal of St. Philip's College, Early College High School. On behalf of the faculty of St. Philip's College, Early College High School, I welcome everyone to our special celebration of the graduating class of 2021. Thank you all for being here today. The faculty, staff, and administration of St. Philip's College, Early College High School, thank you for helping us make this year's graduation ceremony special. Our graduates have worked extremely hard for 4 years and have met the requirements set forth by the Texas Education Agency. This is one of the most important accomplishments to date in these young adults' lives. To all those who are here today, thank you for being here to share this very special moment. Thank you for helping us make this event safe for everyone, but most importantly, thank you for showing your respect to these graduates by acknowledging their success with your applause. We thank you in advance for your help and the cooperation in making graduation 2021 a dignified and memorable celebration.
Buenos días. Soy Derek Thomas, director de la preparatoria temprana de colegio de St. Philip's. De parte de la Facultad de Preparatoria Temprana del Colegio de St. Philip's, doy la bienvenida a cada uno de ustedes y a nuestra celebración especial, la graduación de la clase 2021. La facultad, el personal y el equipo administrativo de la Preparatoria Temprana del Colegio de St. Philip's les da las gracias por hacer posible esta ceremonia especial de graduación. Nuestros estudiantes han trabajado rigurosamente y consistentemente por 4 años y han logrado obtener los requisitos adiestrados y impuestos de la Agencia de Educación de Texas. Les damos las gracias a cada uno de ustedes por estar aquí y compartir este momento tan especial. Nuevamente, gracias a cada uno de ustedes por hacer posible y seguro este evento. Pero lo más importante, gracias por mostrar aprecio hacia los graduados y reconocer su éxito con un fuerte aplauso. Les damos las gracias por su apoyo y su colaboración en hacer digna y memorable la celebración de graduación de 2021. Gracias y felicitaciones.
Please stand for the presentation of colors by the Lanier High School ROTC Color Guard. The American flag bearer and commander of the Color Guard is Cadet Major Janice Cruz. The Texas flag bearer is Cadet Captain Tanya Ruiz. The guards are Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Patricia Hernandez and Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Jessica Ruiz. The Pledge of Allegiance and the pledge to the Texas flag will be presented by honor student Nathan Ramos, followed by our invocation by Arshawn, Superintendent Advisory Committee Representative.
All right. The Pledge of Allegiance and the pledge to the Texas flag. Okay. All right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
I introduce to you Arshawn Myers, our 2020 Superintendent Student Advisor Committee representative, who will share tonight's invocation. Good morning. Please bow your heads as I guide you through this prayer. Today is fresh and new, like no other day. Today is a moment of opportunity that has come and will pass in the moment. Today is a day that we will cherish and never forget. Today is a gift from you, granted grace to see it and seize it. Today is graduation, a passage, a completion. Today we will pray for all those who have met challenges and kept the faith to the committees of their studies. Now we have a new outlook set before us. We first offer thanks for the success of our journey. We thank you for granting us focus and direction, then strengthening us in endurance. You created the knowledge and understanding we mastered. You have created the curiosity and the capacity for determination that has led us in the pursuit. All good things come from you. Thank you. Today we also pray for tomorrow. This graduation opens another door to another time. As you lead into the past, you'll lead into the future. Give us the focus, the clarity, and the calling from you to understand our purpose, the courage to respond and step towards that purpose. We pray in the words of Scripture, bless us indeed, expand our territory, let your hands touch us and keep the evil away, so we will not cause or experience pain that shall prosper against us. Today we bless the graduates of the class of 2021.
Please be seated. At this time, we would like to ask you to draw your attention to the screens beside the stage as we share a couple of video messages from our community.
Class of 2021. I know it's not been ideal, but still fought through it and did what you have to do. Congratulations.
My advice to anybody who's graduating would be don't be satisfied. You've accomplished a lot up to this point, so don't be satisfied now. Keep pushing, keep grinding.
Shout out to the graduating class of 2021. Congratulations, and hope you achieve all your dreams.
I want to give a shout out to the graduating class of 2021.
Just try to embrace the moment, enjoy the moment, and then just continue to learn and grow as you continue through this thing we call life.
Congratulations to the class of 2021. You guys have dealt with probably the most adversity that anyone has dealt with when it comes to graduating and trying to get to that next level. So salute to you guys for being the best that you guys can be and continuing to be better each and every day. So congratulations.
Let's go.
Okay, here's one simple question with 7 billion different answers.
This is what would you do?
This is crazy right now.
9 seasons.
Are you kidding me?
Over 50 episodes.
Okay.
And 300 scenarios.
Tell them thank you for being on What Would You Do?
Millions watch and share. And share and watch.
Okay, ready?
But don't take my word for it.
My favorite show.
Just watch. So, what would you do?
Hi everyone, it's John Quinones from ABC News and What Would You Do? But today it's all about what you guys have already done. Congratulations to the class of 2021. You know, I too am a product of the San Antonio Independent School District, so I know that you guys are destined for great, great things. Now go out there and conquer the world.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Board of Education, Superintendent Martinez, administration, staff, and faculty of St. Philip's College, Early College High School, I welcome you to our 2021 commencement exercises. It is my privilege at this time to introduce our platform guests. Pedro Martinez, Superintendent of Schools. Patty Rattle, SAISD Board President, District 5. Alicia Sebastian Perry, SAISD Board Trustee, District 2. Patricia Saltzman, Deputy Superintendent, Office of Academics and School Leadership. Angelica Romero, Assistant Superintendent, Office of Innovation. Patricia Balmer, Executive Director, Office of Access and Enrollment. Sarah Mann, Director of District Charter Partnership for Alamo Collegiate Network. And Randall Dawson, Acting President for St. Philip's College. Representing St. Philip's College, Early College High School, our most distinguished and important senior class leaders. China Smith, Valedictorian. Angela Rosales, Salutatorian and Class President. Arshawn Myers, Superintendent Student Advisory Committee Representative. Nathan Ramos, Honor Student. Chastity Delgado, Honor Student. And not with us this morning, Abigail Hernandez, Honor Student. It is my privilege to now introduce the top 2 scholars from St. Philip's College, Early College High School, class of 2021. This year, the salutatorian is Angela Rosales. She is the daughter of Mr. Rosales and Ms. Maravilla. As a student at St. Philip's College, Early College High School, she has a 169 grade point average and plans to attend the University of Texas at Austin. I present our salutatorian, Angela Rosales.
Parents, friends, teachers, administration, and St. Philip's Early College High School of 2021. The time has come. What a relief. Before we throw our caps and celebrate our amazing high school experience, let's take a moment to accept that last year was anything but an actual high school experience. This was the year we didn't get to dress up and have a prom. The same prom we used to plan together, even if we didn't always agree on the theme, music, or venue. This was the year we didn't get to sit in the gym and de-stress and play volleyball or basketball. This was the year I didn't get to see you in the halls or in class or at all. This was the year we didn't get to come back and visit the teachers and remind the underclassmen that we were and still are the best class. However, this was the year we grew up. We went to work, we learned time management, not sleeping until noon, and managing our schedules. We learned responsibility. We spent time with our families. Maybe some of us even were allowed the privilege to understand our family and their lives a little more, their struggles and their hopes, the things that have created the foundation for our success. The foundation for my success is my father. My father came to the United States, which has given me the opportunity to improve my life through education. Since I was little, I have loved and enjoyed school. I was always top of my class. Everything I have done was to prove to my father that sacrificing his life and moving and country was not for nothing. My father, Cuauhtemoc Rosales, has given me a legacy to follow and a purpose to be better. The little spare time that he had, he found moments for me. Those moments allowed me to know him, and he got to know me. All of us will spend time in the coming years getting to know our parents in ways we could never completely understand until we left home. To the parents, we know your wisdom. We will value your love, and we will laugh at the corny dad jokes we roll our eyes at now. And we won't want to leave because we love you so much, and we know that no matter the homes we create, the real home is where you are. When we leave home for our new paths, new colleges, new jobs, the possibilities of our families of our own, we will struggle to recreate the family we have found in each other. We could tell each other anything and not be judged. That was the moment we should be laughing because you know we judge, and the judgment is turned into jokes that keep us laughing. But could we ever find this kind of honesty again? I mean, we graduated regardless of the world throwing a whole pandemic at us. I guess you can say we're just built different. The wise Aubrey Graham once said, "You know life is what we make it, and a chance is like a picture. It'd be nice if you just take it." Congratulations, class of 2021. I am proud of us.
Thank you, Angela. Will Angela's parents stand to be recognized at this time? They're not here tonight, this morning. But thank you, parents, and congratulations. Let's give them a hand. This year, the valedictorian is China Smith. She is the daughter of Mr. Galloway and Miss Smith. As a student of St. Philip's College, Early College High School, she has a grade point average of 195 100ths and plans to attend Prairie View A&M University. I present our valedictorian, China Smith, for the class of 2021.
Good morning. I am China Smith, the 2021 senior class valedictorian of St. Philip's Early College High School. Firstly, I would like to honor God, as all things are achievable through his grace and mercy. Secondly, all the parents of the graduates. This would not be possible without you all and the constant support and sacrifices you make for us daily. A special thanks to my mom and grandma for being the best role models for me and pushing me to the limits that I never knew were possible and imagined for myself. And last but not least, my fellow classmates. I would like to congratulate and commemorate all of our achievements, and even as we walk across this stage, despite all the obstacles that were in our way during this unprecedented time. To no one's surprise, we have had challenges thrown at us left and right from every angle, but we have overcome them, we persisted, and we did it. I can't lie, this task of writing the valedictorian speech was difficult, more difficult than you may think, especially since I really didn't know where to start when writing this paper. This year has presented itself with a fair share of challenges. School often didn't feel like school. The lively student-filled classrooms turned into quiet, dark spaces. And to replace face-to-face class, we were replaced with Zoom. Learning through a screen is about as fun as you might think. But that fun quickly turned into a nightmare with its own set of challenges. The senior year that could have been would have been nothing short of amazing. As a senior class, we took a big step, a leap of faith, by trusting the future. My first initial thought into doing college and high school at the same time. Yikes, who would even consider doing that? Attending an early college high school was a very apprehensive decision at first, especially because we had to miss out on important milestones like sports events and pep rallies. But what a great choice we all made, to choose the thing that matters most in the long run. We choose to do this to better our future endeavors, and it paid off. This program gave us 2 steps ahead of everybody else. For those of us continuing our journey to other colleges and universities, I'm proud of you. For those of us entering the workforce, I'm proud of you. For those of us who don't know what the future holds, I'm proud of you. Walking across this stage is a big accomplishment in and of itself. So be proud of yourselves because you did it. A special thanks to all the teachers, staff, and faculty who contributed to our success, because without you all, this wouldn't be possible. I have thanked many people so far, but there is a special group of people I have missed out on to thank. I would like to say thank you to every person that has doubted me or my capabilities. They said I wouldn't get into college, but I did it. They said I wouldn't be valedictorian, but I did it. They said I would never amount to anything, but I did. I stand before you today to say that I overcame everybody's expectation of me and developed my own path. Number one, never looked this good. Yeah. To my fellow students, I want you all to know that you are in charge of your own destiny. Never let anyone come between your goals and your dreams. I am a walking, living testimony that you can achieve anything you put your mind to. Our journey does not stop here. We have so many more things to achieve and people to prove wrong. If someone ever tells you that you can't do it, turn the other cheek and keep pushing forward. I know I am going to continue to make my family proud beyond this high school stage, and I hope you do all as well. We have so much uncharted potential to tap into. The sky is not the limit. It is just the beginning. Good times are a reminder and a reward for dealing with the difficult and challenging times we all go through. The trick is to celebrate the good times in advance of the difficult times. Always remember, good times await you after the difficult times pass. James A. Murphy III. As we look back over the last 4 years, we have had many fun memories to remember. Culture Fest, Junior versus Senior Day, talent shows, Six Flag trips, and the endless amount of money spent at the store. From every laugh to every cry, there was never a dull moment. The sleepless nights, working on group assignments, and even all-night procrastinations, but that's high school. There have been many sad and hard moments, but also fun and happy moments and memories in high school that we will cherish forever. I can't wait for us to start the next step of our chapter and go into the adulthood. As we step forward to the next chapter of our lives and whatever that may bring, I wish you all nothing but success and happiness. I am no expert at life by any means, but if there is one thing high school has taught me, it's to live life in the now, because we aren't going back. We have so much to learn, but for now, we have celebrating to do.
Will China's parents please stand to be recognized? I'm gonna ask China if she would come back up to the front again. China, in partnership with Dell and the SISD Foundation, we're gifting you and each valedictorian a computer today as you embark on your next educational journey. We are proud to be invested in you. At this time, we would like to recognize the outstanding achievements for the class of 2021. I call your attention to the list of honor graduates in your program. So if everyone would take off their program, you will see the list there. These students are ranked at the top of their class. The students graduated with the highest honors are in the top 10%. When I call your name, please stand and remain standing. Please hold your applause until the entire group is standing. China Smith, Angelo Rosales, Nathan Ramos, Chastity Delgado, and Abigail Hernandez in her absence. Let's give them a hand. Thank you. You may be seated. We now would like to honor those students who are graduating summa cum laude with a grade point average of 100 or higher. They have on a silver cord. Will you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Please be seated. Would those graduated magna cum laude with a grade point average of 95 to 99 and 99/100, please stand and be recognized? You have on a gold cord. Would those graduating cum laude with a grade point average of 90 to 94 and 99/100, please stand to be recognized? You have a bronze cord. Thank you. Please be seated. We would like the members of the National Honor Society to please stand and be recognized. You have on the Honor Society stole. Thank you. Please be seated. Let's give all of our honor students a hand. To the class of 2021, 4 years ago, you started on a path that many students your age have only dreamed of. You decided to do 4 years of high school and 2 years of college in 4 years. You did this to change the footprint of your life forever and to open doors that many thought were closed. You see, what you have done in 4 years is not common. As Ralph Waldo Emerson said, to be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you into something else is the greatest accomplishment. Our goal was for you to stand out among a world that did not know you existed. And while you attended St. Philip's Early College High School, you were provided tools to help you overcome the biases that you would face as you continue to move forward. Then, all at once, it was March 2020. What happened then was like nothing anyone imagined or even desired. We faced a global pandemic, the COVID-19 virus. All at once, you had to use those tools you had developed to keep moving forward. You had to finish your 11th grade year remotely. Many of you got jobs to assist your family in making ends meet. That was okay for the end of 11th grade. Surely, things would get better as you entered the 12th grade. However, they did not. You started the 12th grade year in a remote setting. You had to endure a year of college courses, all in a remote setting. In fact, you are the only group that can say that you spent your last year of high school surviving a pandemic. And I am happy to say that you all did it. You survived and are here today to celebrate this occasion. Let us give these students a hand for that accomplishment. You are a special group of students, not because you survived the pandemic, which is a great accomplishment, but you are the senior class that will graduate during our 7th year of existence. Why is this important, you may ask? The number 7 means perfection and completion. Many things in our world operate around the number 7. There are 7 seas, 7 continents, 7 days of the week, 7 musical notes, and 7 colors in a rainbow. The Israelites walked around the walls of Jericho 7 days before the walls fell down. You will face your Jericho walls too, walls where people will not understand all of the hard work and sleepless nights you endured to be where you are today. But just like Joshua, you can overcome those naysayers and keep knocking those walls down as you have done in the past. As you can see, 7 is an important number. How does this number affect you? You were freshmen the year of our first graduation in 2018. The rules of the Texas Education Agency state that when the freshman class of 2018 graduates, which is you, we will be a complete school and can use various indicators to achieve our ratings that were not available to us. Therefore, in reality, Your graduation today make our early college high school a complete school. You have worked hard to get where you are today. You have studied, written papers, and many of you took upwards to 18 college hours if you counted the college and high school courses together. You maintained focus, and on May the 7th, 2021, many of you celebrated your first milestone. You graduated from college. This would not have been possible without the support of our school board, Mr. Martinez, and the cabinet. SAISD leadership, we thank you for your support. In addition, you have another great supporter in St. Philip's College President, Dr. Lawson, and her cabinet. She was as interested in your successes as we all are. Dr. Lawson is not present with us today, but I would like to ask Mr. Randall Dawson, acting president and longtime supporter of our early college high school, to give a few parting words to the class of 2021.
Thank you, Dr. Thomas. I appreciate that. So greetings and welcome on behalf of Dr. Nina Williams-Loston, as well as our faculty, staff, and administration from St. Philip's College. As Dr. Thomas shared with you, my name is Randall Dawson, and I'm currently serving as the acting president in Dr. Loston's absence. At this time, I would really like to take an opportunity to offer my congratulations and sincere gratitude for Dr. Thomas. If you all didn't know, he is retiring. So it was over 7 years ago that I first met Dr. Thomas as we started on this incredible journey of co-creating an early college high school with St. Philip's College and San Antonio Independent School District. I can tell you that Dr. Thomas is a true visionary that foresaw the future of this collaboration back before the school was even started. Dr. Thomas' brilliance has shown that throughout his tenure as the principal of St. Philip's College Early College High School, he is a consummate professional. And if you didn't know, he also has an amazing talent for playing the piano. He demonstrated that to us as our SBC family Christmas celebration back in 2019. But most importantly, what matters the most about Dr. Thomas is that I can tell you he has a heart and a passion for students. And make no doubt about it, these are his students that you see up here today. So with mixed emotions, I bid you farewell from your journey, this part of your journey, but I want to celebrate with you on the next part of your journey. So Godspeed, Dr. Thomas. And now to the parents, family, friends, mentors that are sitting in the stands, thank you for your entrusting your children to us back in 2017, who are now leaving this place as young men and women. So thank you. Finally, class of 2021, you came to us 4 years ago as cohort number 4, the 4th graduating class. You had dreams of earning an associate degree while preparing for university transfer. Some of you also opted to earn career and technical education certificates, automotive, cybersecurity, phlebotomy, plumbing, culinary arts, and/or a certified nurse aide. When you made the decision back at the end of your 8th grade year, you knew that early college high school would be a major shift from your prior educational experiences. Your mentors, your teachers, your family, friends, and of course, Dr. Thomas, all informed you that the path you chose would be a challenge. Juggling high school, college, and home life was tough enough. But during the last 16 months and during this COVID-19 pandemic in a remote virtual environment, it was especially challenging. It certainly was not anticipated, but through it all, you proved you were and are resilient. This partnership with SAISD and St. Philip's College aided you in expanding your points of view and learning your life experiences. We supported you with advisors, counselors, tutors, activities, and various events. We've given you a place to study, relax, hang out in our Turbine Center, go bowling, and be amongst your friends. You've made it very far in just 4 years, and you have everything to be proud of. And it is my joy to celebrate with you today. Each of you met the challenge. 45 of you graduated from St. Philip's College a month ago and participated in our first ever drive-in commencement. You as students have earned $3 million in scholarships, and 20% of you are headed to Tier 1 colleges and/or universities in the fall. Well done. As mentioned, Dr. Lawson could not be here. She wishes very much that she could join in this celebration. If she were here, she'd talk to you about how she looks forward to seeing your names pressed into books as you make your mark on the world. She'd remind you to tell others that you are a proud St. Philip's College graduate and admonish you never to forget that you are part of our Tiger Nation. As administrators, we often sit in our offices, go to meetings. This is a pure joy for me to be able to be in front of students today, because this is truly the fruit of our labor that I'm seeing in front of us. And it's so awesome an opportunity to be with you this morning, and thank you for allowing me to join in it. So congratulations, class of 2021.
Thank you, Randall. So now, as many of you celebrate your second milestone and open a new chapter in your life, I would like to highlight your efforts. First, I would like to recognize our top 10% students with the St. Philip's Early College High School Star Award. This star represents your achievement during your 4 years at St. Philip's Early College High School. As I call your name, please come to the X to receive this annual award for the top 10% of the graduating class. Presented award will be Ms. Sarah Mann and Ms. Jennifer Mann. Ms. Jennifer Mann is our Teacher of the Year. China Smith. Angela Rosales. Nathan Ramos. Chastity Delgado. And we will make sure Abigail Hernandez receives her award. Thank you, students. On May the 7th, 2021, many of you received either your associate's degree or your level 1 certificate. Will all who graduated from St. Philip's College in May please stand to be recognized? We could not have done this without us. Thank you, students. You may be seated. We could not have done this without the support and encouragement of the faculty of the St. Philip's Early College High School. I know I have the best faculty around. Will the St. Philip's Early College High School faculty, past or present, please stand and be recognized. You have gone far and above for our students, and it is acknowledged and appreciated. In addition, graduates, you have given back to your community. Over 20% of this class volunteered in excess of 150 community service hours on top of their school, their college, and some of them even had a job. Will those earning the White Community Service Cord please stand to be recognized? You may be seated. Over 20% of this graduating class were accepted into Tier 1 universities. This is a great accomplishment in itself, but if we look at the data overall for our 4 graduating cohorts, close to 23% of all of our students have been accepted to a Tier 1 university. As a class operating during a pandemic, and many of you remotely, you received over $3 million in scholarships. When we total up the data for our first 4 cohorts, our students received over $13 million in scholarships and awards. I would like to thank Mrs. Mitchell-Scott, Ms. Spain, and Dr. Rich for this accomplishment. "100% of this class applied to a college to further their education, and 100% of them were accepted. Even though some have decided to enter the workforce, we must recognize that many of our students are entering the workforce with a college degree or college hours. Some of them, for example, with the cybersecurity certificate or degree, have the capability to start with salaries in the upper 60,000s at the age of 18. Before ending, I would like to recognize the parents of all our graduates. You're the reason that we are here today. Without you, there would be no students. Without you, there would be no graduation. Thanks for trusting us 4 years ago to assist you in educating your precious gift. Parents and guardians of our graduates, please stand to be recognized. Thank you, parents. So graduates, as stated by Dr. Martin Luther King, if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. You push forward, you survive all of the types of trials, but you made it. And one day, future graduates of St. Philip's Early College High School can say that they are where you are today because they stood on the shoulders of giants, meaning you. As you open a new chapter and we part our ways, as many of you are aware, I too am taking advantage of the number 7 and will be retiring at the end of this month, thus completing 7 years at St. Philip's Early College High School and 39 years in education overall. I would like to thank many people who have made a big difference for our school. Dr. Pettis and Dr. Lawson, who had the forward thinking to imagine that St. Philip's Early College High School. Mr. Darnell McLaurin and Dr. Roxanne Rosales, who facilitated the first application that achieved our designation. Ms. Tony Thompson, who served as a mentor to our first cohort, she welcomed them and she also gave them their last talk before they left. Additionally, I would like to thank and recognize the many bosses I have had over the years. I'm going to ask Ms. Romero and Ms. Mann to stand. These individuals taught what a servant leader was by their example. One such leader, who is not here today, who had the insight of what our school should become and provided the autonomy as well as the accountability that led to our success today, is Mohammed Chaudhry. Mohammed, I thank you for your faith in our skills and that of our faculty and the students and your support for St. Philip's. If I would leave a message for the incoming leadership, it would be to ask for what you want and keep pushing for the benefits of our students. Because as my mom always says, you cannot get blood out of a turnip. Finally, seniors, I thank you for 4 great years and wish you all of the best in the future that is yours for the taking. At this time, Ms. Alicia Sebastian Perry, will you please come forward to accept the St. Philip's College Early College High School class of 2021. Will the class of 2021 please stand? Ms. Sebastian Perry, I do hereby certify that all of the students standing before you this morning have met the state requirements for the completion of high school and graduation from the St. Philip's College, Early College High School.
Thank you. Y'all may be seated. Thank you so much for being the shining stars that you are. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Congratulations to the parents, the friends, administration, and district support that you all have received in these last 4 years. As your representative, I am so humbly proud to always be able to speak highly of the accomplishments that you all are doing over at St. Philip's High School. We all wish you nothing but the successful futures that are in the works for you right now. All of the work that you have done to this point will take you anywhere that you will want to go, further and beyond. So thank you again for your excellence, and we look forward to hearing nothing but great things about you in your future. You may stand. Before I say this, I want to personally take a point of privilege to congratulate my lovely Amira Perry. I love you, and I'm so proud of you. By the authority vested in me, I hereby accept the recommendation of the faculty and administration of St. Philip's Early College High School and declare the assembled candidates qualified for the award about to be presented. On behalf of the Board of Education, I would like to extend my personal congratulations to each member of St. Philip's Early College High School class of 2021 and wish you continued success. Please be seated.
Join me in making this graduation a memorable occasion by recognizing these outstanding graduates with your applause. Seniors, this is the moment your families and you have been waiting for. Faculty and staff members will assist you as you come to the stage one row at a time. Will the graduates of 2021 please come forward?
Attending Prairie View A&M University, recipient of Valero Alamo Bowl Scholarship, Our Lady of the Lake University Presidential Scholarship, Abilene Christian University Valedictorian Salutatorian Award, Abilene Christian University R.L. Money Chancellor Award, Abilene Christian University ACU Endowment Scholarship, University of the Incarnate Word Provost Scholarship, Psi Alpha Chapter Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated Brother Joseph L. Wallace Scholarship, the Links Incorporated San Antonio Chapter Scholarship, China Smith. Attending University of Texas, Austin, will join the United States Air Force, recipient of Dell Scholarship at UT Austin, Angela Maravilla Rosales. Attending Texas A&M University of San Antonio, recipient of Texas A&M University San Antonio Achiever Scholarship and Texas A&M University San Antonio Greater Texas Foundation Scholarship, Nathan Ramos. Attending University of Texas San Antonio, recipient of Our Lady of the Lake University Presidential Scholarship, University of the Incarnate Word Presidential Scholarship, Chastity Celine Delgado. Attending Prairie View A&M University, Arshawn C. Myers. Attending Dallas Nursing Institute, Lisbeth Margarita Acala. Entering the workforce, Yvette Almendares. Attending University of the Incarnate Word, Ambrosio Cabrera. Attending Texas A&M University, San Antonio, Brandon Carillas. Attending Texas A&M University, San Antonio, Aaron Castillo. Attending Texas A&M University, San Antonio, Marissa De Hoyos. Attending University of the Incarnate Word, Lisbeth Nicole De La Rosa. Entering the workforce, Luke Dominguez. Attending Texas A&M University, San Antonio, Seth Ray Eaton. Attending St. Philip's College, Matthew Galindo. Joined the United States Air Force, Antonio Garcia. Entering the workforce, Isabel Cristina Garcia. Attending Texas A&M University, San Antonio, Marilyn Danielle Garcia. Attending Texas A&M University, San Antonio, Mia Angelina Garcia. Attending Texas A&M University, San Antonio, Penelope Azaret Garcia. Attending University of Colorado, Denver, James Gasper. Attending Texas A&M University, San Antonio, Marta Alicia Gomez. Attending University of Texas, San Antonio, Oswaldo Gonzalez. Attending Texas A&M University, San Antonio, Jade Guerrero. Attending University of Oklahoma, Jade Naomi Heflin. Attending Texas A&M University, San Antonio, Julia E. Inocencio. Attending St. Philip's College, Alicia Martinez. Attending Texas State University, Andres Salceda Martinez, Jr. Attending Texas State University, Aiden Jared Mendoza. Attending University of Texas, San Antonio, Isaiah Mendoza. Entering the workforce, Matthew Mirales. Entering the workforce, Anthony Morones. Attending University of the Incarnate Word, Ramiro Navarez. Attending University of Texas, San Antonio, Angelina Rosa Palacios. Attending Our Lady of the Lake University, Ruby Mercedes Perez. Attending St. Philip's College, Amira Perry. Entering the workforce, Jalil Pierce. Attending Texas A&M University, San Antonio, Angelina Rodriguez. Attending Texas A&M University, San Antonio, Joel Rodriguez. Attending Prairie View A&M University, Nia Simone Smith. Attending Texas A&M University, San Antonio, Alexander Velasquez Valencia. Entering the workforce, Eva Verratti. Entering the workforce, Marquise Woods.
Honor student Chastity Delgado will now lead the graduates in the turning of the tassel. Will the class of 2021 please stand? Thank you for joining us today. As a reminder, everyone on the stands will be released one section at a time once the graduates have left the gymnasium. Graduates, please follow your class leaders and I as we recess.